It was a bad day yesterday, man. So I'm sorry I am late. I'm sorry I'm late on these injuries. Let's light up. Roaches. 6 o'clock in the morning. I shouldn't be smoking roaches at 6 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, Christian Kirk. Oh, I don't. Christian Kirk, I want to say is out. First and foremost, good morning. Thank you for getting me to 217 subscribers. Jonathan Taylor has surgery on his thumb, so he should be out 3 to 5 weeks. And I don't want to hear anybody say anything about the Colts being in the fucking playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? Anyways, Isaiah Pacheco, shoulder injury, bruised shoulder, has not practiced, and I'm saying it's a game time decision. They play the Bills. It's a very important game, but whoo-wee, bruised shoulder, any injury, playing versus the Buffalo Bills in New York, or Buffalo, or whatever you want to say. Tyler Higbee, neck injury. Puka Nacua is in full practice, but he had a shoulder injury, so Cooper Kupp, full practice in, but you know he's been injury prone. I just gotta give you the honest to goodness truth because we're in a semi, stages of our playoffs for fantasy football. So buckle up, buttercups. Lamar Jackson has a sickness and has not practiced, but he'll play. I just don't think they want him to get any sicker because they're playing in Baltimore. Tyler Boyd in ankle sprain, limited in Thursday's practice. Trevor Lawrence, high ankle, didn't practice Wednesday. Limited to walking drills Thursday. I don't think he'll play. I really don't think he'll play, but man, check that injury report 30 minutes or 45 minutes prior to the game. Amari Cooper is out. Concussion and rib. Travis Etienne in, but he was limited in practice. He has a rib injury. Where we at? Zay Jones. I thought he was going to have a breakout year. He's in, but he has a knee injury. Who do the Jags play? They play the Browns. Oh, Hayden Hurst. He's out. He has a concussion. Taysom Hill, game time decision, and he's all messed up. I mean, what do you expect from a quarterback slash tight end or tight end slash quarterback? You're going to have injuries everywhere. Right? Right. Rashid Sheed out. quad strain, has not practiced. Let's see. Derek Carr is in, but do you really want to play him? I mean, if you have to. Chris Olave. Chris Olave, sick, has not practiced, but I think he plays. Dalton Schultz, hamstring, limited Wednesday, no practice Thursday. I think it was just one of his rest days. That's it, but with a hamstring that is as thin as paper, you really don't want to start him. Brees Hall came up on an ankle sprain, has not practiced, game time decision. I would not start him in fantasy football. Tyler Conklin, he's in with a hamstring injury, and I have him as a very low RB2. Justin Jefferson is in, but it's a hamstring, so you know he's not going to play much. So don't expect much, and then come in my comments and say, "Hey, Shell, Justin Jefferson only put up 15 fantasy football points when his average is like 20. He's just coming off of a hamstring injury, which I think you use a lot when you run, right? I'm just saying. Zach Charbonnet. Don't start him. Don't play him. Don't play Kenneth Walker. God, another breakout candidate I had. Kenneth Walker, oblique strain. Geno Smith, I had him as a breakout. And he's done pretty good. I don't know where that came from. Geno Smith has done pretty good. Showed up on the injury report on Thursday for a groin strain. Dawson Knox in. Josh Palmer may be in. I think the Chargers just need to quit this year. They have a lot of injuries. Keenan Allen's injured. Mike Williams, he's out. So who else do they got? Austin Eckler's injured. Offensive line, as per almost every NFL team, sucks ball sacks. Dallas Goedert is in. He had a forearm fracture, and he has practice. Tyrod Taylor in. Christian Watson out. Drop him. Aaron Jones is a game time decision. MCL sprain, limited practice. Probably drop his ass too. That's it for injuries. Now let's talk about my day yesterday. Mom texts me saying she has diarrhea, throwing up, and chills. I'm all the way in Texas. My 75-year-old mother is in Indiana. It's not the fact I know she's going to pass away someday, and that alone is hard. But the worst thing is when she tells me I'm scared and alone. That shit just breaks my heart, man. And then I get my mind right. Throughout the day, everything's going good. My one neighbor, who I walk her Rottweiler, she tells me her neighbor and our good friend, Miss Deanne, 75, around 7-ish, and her daughter were just in a domestic violence situation and passed away. Now, let me put this out there. I know there's parents out there and grandparents out there that are horrible, but I don't know them. Miss Deanne was not one of them. She was a hardworking woman. Even though she was in her 70s, she still got up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, same routine, goes to work. And I just talked to her like in less than a week because I was walking up to the gas station early in the morning and I saw people around her fence. So I called Miss Karen, who called Miss Deanne, and let her know what was going on. And yeah, that's the last time I talked to Miss Deanne. And then I'm coming home from my best friend's house, right? Still thinking about Miss Deanne and stuff like that. And my neighbor, who I don't really get along with them because we had a outing, we had a confrontation. They were like, hey neighbor, have you seen my son? La la la. I was like, nope, haven't seen your son. Well, I don't know where he's at. So what do? We get the neighborhood up and awake. We going around house to house. I haven't found him. And by the time I got back to my house and I looked over across the street, the neighbor wasn't even home. So I got to go over there today to make sure they got their kid. It's like Jiminy Christmas. But if y'all could say a prayer for Miss Deanne and her daughter. Her daughter was in her 50s. I guess her daughter's son, which is Miss Deanne's grandson. Her daughter got shot 3 times in the stomach. Miss Deanne twice. This is sometimes when I really don't like people saying thank you for your service. What do you say? What do you think? What are you thanking me for? Useless murders happen every single day. What are you thanking me for? The greedy people have taken control, have always had control over the United States. What are you thanking me for? Yes, does the United States have a lot more rights than other countries? Absolutely. But if you tell me I have certain rights, then everybody should have those rights. That's all I'm saying. And I think I've seen Miss Deanne's grandson at like a glimpse. We're passing by. We exchanged pleasantries and stuff like that. Makes you wonder about the world. We paint this picture of being positive, great people, man. But that's it. As you can see, I got my Colts and Bears on today. We gonna be rocking it. Oh, wee. I know Chris is going to get on me because I've been coughing throughout this live video. These are roaches. At 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't think this was a good idea. Half the shit I do isn't a good idea, though. Listen, you guys, I really do mean this. You guys stay blessed. But I beg of you to go out, all 218 or 217 subscribers, go out and do something positive for somebody. If it's not today, make it tomorrow. And it doesn't have to be much. Open a door as you go into the grocery store or any type of public store. Opening a door for somebody is a small positive thing. Me and my nephew, God rest his soul, we had a saying that each day our mission is to go out and be a blessing to somebody in the community. I used to take Mason in a stroller and go around here. Just be a positive impact. And on that note, above all that, please first like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, which is Girls Advice and View of Fantasy Football. But above that, too, above all that, stay high, my friends. Go Colts, go Bears. Peace.